I was.
Okay.
Hi everyone! We're ready!
Ready as we'll ever be.
Yeah. Just mixing up some paint. Sorry, I had a paintbrush in my mouth just as we started.
I've got a skeleton. Tra-la-la-la-la.
Mrs MLG likes painting the skellies.
Yeah, but this skeleton's got a bit too much going on, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
What?
he has, look, he's got this treasure chest here, as you can see, in his little grubby mitts. He's very happy. He's got a crown on. He's obviously nicked that. He's covered in all of these gold, or gonna be gold, glittery jewellery. He's got coin purses all hung around him. He's having an absolutely awesome pirate time, is this guy. It's not like his rest of his crewmates where they're just oh yeah, I've got a shovel, I've got a lantern. Oh, this guy's dripping in jewels.
He's the one, isn't he? He's got there first.
He's happy. I think he's not going to be happy when he gets back to the ship and the captain just takes it all off him. But currently,
Yeah,
he's happy.
living.
You haven't put the backdrop up to block out the sun. It's all the way over there.
Why has it moved?
Nobody has moved it, sweetheart. You moved it last night when you were rummaging around looking for minis. Yeah.
Okay, I'll move it.
What brush are you using for that? I need a tiny brush, not me or him. Who? Who, Methuselah's who? Hey, Sharon.
I am using a Rosemary & Co. number 1.
Yeah, he's got a posh one. Mine's just my awesome Humbrol brushes, because Humbrol brushes are amazing. You get the pack, and you get big brush and small brush, and they're really good, and they're cheap, and yeah. And we ain't got any.
We ain't got any.
And we ain't got any. Humbrol brushes are cool. This is a 0, 0. This is a 1. That's a 1. And that's a 0, 0. I like the green colour row ones. We do sell other ones, but I like these ones best. See? I do have rosemaries as well, but I've always used these, so I always go back to them. Look at this one. This one's well used. Poor paintbrush. Oh, and I've got black hands because I primed this guy earlier. Yeah, it comes with these two as well, I think, the pack. Comes with these ones. This one here, I used to paint the wall in the shop, this actual brush. Used to paint a wall in the shop, and look.
Is that better?
And it's still cool. I mean, it's got a little bit of... I painted a wall with it, for heaven's sake. Humbrol for the win. Oh, that's a wire in the way. What's everybody been up to? How is everybody getting on with their great MLG brush off? I've lost my skeleton now. Where's he gone?
I've nearly finished.
Quite a lot of the wall. I was painting a space marine, a silhouette of a space marine, and some words on the wall. Still needs finishing though, to be fair. Needs another coat.
You need to paint some more stuff on it.
And some more stuff on it. It's just, you know, we need to think of something. We were going to put a vampire. I asked in Discord and he said a vampire, and I like the sound of that.
Cool.
But we actually need to get a drawing so that I can project it on the wall. But currently it's covered in cardboard boxes, so you can't see it.
It is. You need to get and put together those things.
Yeah. Dog's trying to get on things.
Come on, dog.
The cat's broke the wing off my brush off mini. Oh no! Any glue back on? No. He's given up. We won't let him in. He's given up. He's gone away.
Serves him right.
For what?
Dithering.
Dithering? He was eating his tea.
Plenty of opportunity.
You're just a big meanie.
Yeah. Woke me up at 5 AM this morning.
Yeah, that's why you're being mean, is it? 'Cause you're still grumpy about that. That was hours ago.
Mm-hmm. You said, isn't it time for you to get up and have a shower? And I said, it's not even 6 o'clock yet.
You did, I was there. tomorrow, hopefully, is the summer solstice reveal. That should be lots of fun.
Yeah,
hopefully we're waiting for the word from the boss that everybody's got theirs and everything's all good. So we shall see. We shall see.
Does that mean we get to have a look?
That's the idea. So yeah, we have a look. We take a picture, and everybody then sees everybody's awesome work, and then we all have a guess on who we think's painted it.
Cool.
Currently, I think there is still somebody outstanding. I think there's still somebody who hasn't got theirs yet. But the Druid coordinator will let us know when everything is good to go. And all those naughty people that have already looked will go, "Oh, I'm so surprised by what's in my box." But they've already looked. Yes, I'm talking to you lot.
Who's looked already?
What's he got under there, his brown? Are you here, are you now, dog? So you have had super lots of fun at the shop today, haven't you, my darling?
Yeah. Loads
Wild
of
Pokemon
fun.
in chat. Oh, it's a Cubone. I like a Cubone. Cubones are cool. I have one Pokemon card. One Pokemon card to my name, and it is a Cubone. So, you might have to tell us the epic tale of Costa.
Yeah. So, on Wednesday it started, didn't it? Wednesday last week. We have a Costa next door to the shop. So on Wednesday last week, Costa came and asked us if they could have a look to see if they could find a pipe that came out of their building into our building. And we couldn't find it. And I'd said to them, well, the only place that I can think that actually goes is there's a void behind this wall. We know there's a void behind this wall because there's a bricked up doorway behind this panelling in our stock room. So we arranged for them to come on Friday, and I took the panelling down and we knocked a hole through the wall into this void, and we found quite a large space. Have you did you put the video in?
No, darling, I didn't, because you said you had more than one.
Okay, so we found quite a large space that's kind of like blocked in between our building and Costa's building. It would have been outside, and somebody's put a roof on it about 20 years ago by the look of it, and kind of blocked it in. And the blocked drain that they were looking for from Costa goes into this space. Anyway, so on Friday and Saturday morning, plumbers had one of their men chop all the pipe work out and replace it and drill holes through the wall into Costa and sort all this thing out. Anyway, today I was going to I'd been for a meeting this morning, and when I got back my plan was to put the shelving back up in the stock room, because it's been a couple of days now and things aren't quite back to normal yet. So I put the shelving back up, so I just had a quick check and it didn't look too bad at what was going on. So I was just about to start putting the panelling back on so I could put the shelves back up on the wall, and I could hear running water. So I took
your wife had told you to check it before you put it back up.
Yeah, well, I did check. I had a visual inspection and it didn't look too bad. Anyway, so just before I put it back on, I heard running water. So I took it off again to have a look, and there was indeed running water coming down the pipe that they had installed.
Water's supposed to come down pipes.
Yeah, not on the outside. Not on the outside of the pipe. So anyway, I went next door, and fortunately, because I was going to tell them that they'd need to ring their plumber to come and sort it, and fortuitously, they'd been having problems and were shut. So the plumber was there. So plumber came round, had a look, and
that's right, Joe.
And they've had to do the job all over again because it had not worked the first time and had blocked the drain. So they've had to unblock the drains.
I like the way you're not saying they did it wrong, they had to do it again.
Yeah.
Because they did it wrong and they had to do it again.
Yeah. They did it wrong and they had to do it again. So they've had to like redo all the job and do it again.
I don't know.
But the boss stayed and did it rather than entrusting it to his minions.
So, I said to you, it's just a super good job that you are really a nice person. Because Costa's had to be shut while all this has been going on. So obviously they've been losing trade, and that's not nice. And the girls that work there and the boys that work there, that's not good for them. But anywhere else, I think, would have probably not really wanted to do it, because it was a lot of work at our side to take all the stock off the shelves, take all of the shelves down, take all the panelling that we'd put up on the walls to hold the shelves up, and all the battening and everything. A lot of chaos, a lot of dust, a lot of work. And I think some people would have just like dragged their heels, shall we say. But Nathan's a superstar, and he did it straight away for them because he knows how rubbish it is when things aren't going right. And then it didn't go right anyway, and they had to come back and do it again, which was even more disruption for us, obviously. And it's really nothing to do with us, it just happens that the pipe comes through to our side. So that's more chaos, more work, and he's still got to put everything back together again when they've gone. So he's slightly late home. He does try and get home on time on a Tuesday, because obviously we stream at 6:30. Slightly later home than normal, but all good. So I think that you are lovely, and they should say super thanks to you for all your hard work.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, no dead bodies behind there, no hidden treasures.
No secret cellar storage area.
Nathan wanted a cellar.
Yeah, I wanted to find an access to a cellar that we'd be able to use as like private gaming room or something for the shop. It'd be cool.
But all we found was dirt and dust and a smelly old pipe.
Yep.
So yeah, lots happening in the shop. Still waiting for our Leviathan to arrive. Hopefully it's going to be tomorrow, because that's going to be an epic operation to sort all that out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a me and Gizzy on hand operation to sort that one out, isn't it?
I think so. We're going to have to... we've got all the boxes ready to put things in when they arrive. We just need them to arrive, so...
Yeah. Can't do anything until they get here.
Set up a packing station and what have you for it. So tomorrow need to be at the shop nice and early.
So I've seen lots of other shops put posts on about that. Don't forget there might be delays in their other orders and things like that. We're hoping not to do that, because us two are going to be Leviathan boxing while the other member of staff does the normal post. So we're hoping to have no disruption in normal operations. Of course, you know, things never really go smoothly, but that's the plan.
Yeah, should be fine.
We just need Games Workshop to actually send them, please, Games Workshop. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So
and hope preferably not with a grumpy lorry driver, because there's going to be probably several pallets to deliver, and tomorrow is market day, so we're going to have to drag it all from the alleyway from the next street over.
Yeah, well, you normally help them.
I know. Just hope they bring a pallet truck with them, because there's no way we're shifting all that by hand.
Well, of course they won't, because this is us, and of course they won't do it the proper way. It's bound to be the hardest way possible. I think they should get John Richardson to give you another shout out on one of his gigs. Yeah, you tell him. That was funny. That made us laugh.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we couldn't film it and didn't know it was going to happen. I have watched enough horror films to never open up random blocked doors that I find. Oh, we're always doing stuff like that, Koronico. How else are you supposed to get attacked by the ghoulies that live inside?
Yeah, well, when we took the panelling down in the stockroom and I revealed the brickwork that it had been blocked up, it said that it was from 2020. So I thought it must be fairly safe.
That's hardly any time.
It's only been blocked up 20 years. Not 2020. Not 2020.
I'd say that's like 3 years. We've had the shop that long. We didn't block it up.
2000.
Well, that makes a bit more sense. 2,000. That was only last year. What are you messing at?
Mm.
But yeah, we go on ghost hunts and all sorts. We're looking for stuff. We haven't been for many years though, to be fair. We're getting a bit old to stand out in a cold field.
You've been more recently than I have.
Yeah, but I went into a building. It's a bit warmer. We used to stand in fields and get cold. It's all good fun.
I stopped going because a couple of the people that we were going with decided that they were going to be the next Derek of Cora.
They were winding you up, weren't they?
Like, I wanted to find the possibility that something could be real, and having someone telling me that they could feel a spirit, and I know that they're anyway. Wow meal.
So we were open to the possibilities that there was something, but not open to the possibilities of someone holding their head and going, "Oh, I can feel them here." That wasn't really.
Yeah.
But me and my friend have been doing this kind of nonsense since we were at school, and still haven't actually found any concrete proof. We've found weird stuff that normal people would accept as concrete proof, but not us. I said to my friend, "Are we just waiting for like someone to come up to us and go, 'Hello, I am a spirit. My name is John. Thank you for coming to see me.'" Like, yep, that's exactly what we're looking for.
That's what I'm waiting for.
A great cameo in The Cabin in the Woods would have been Mr MLG doing a stock check. He doesn't do stock checks. Keep telling him he needs to do stock checks. You know, I have to force him to do stock checks. We really should do them more than we do.
Definitely.
I have a crow buddy in the local park, Coronico, that I named Poe.
Ah, cool.
My friends, when we were at school, once went into some random bloke's house who they didn't know, because, you know, it was back in the day and nobody had told them that might be slightly dangerous, because he had told them that he had a pet crow that could play the guitar.
What?
Yeah, well, you've met my friends. And the boys went in and went, "Oh yeah, mister, let's see your pet crow that can play the guitar." And thankfully for all involved, this gentleman did actually have a pet crow that could play the guitar. And they came out nice and safe, and we all went home.
It wasn't a deviation on "Would you like to see some puppies?"
No, but it could very well have been. Who's that? Support me on Streamloops. I don't know where that's come from. That's not a me. Streamloops must be deciding to do that, and it's just 3 little stars. So that's completely not working there, Streamloops. You need a proper code, mate. What's that all about? You need that. How very random. Anyway, how are you getting on with your dragon over there?
Oh, it's nearly done. We're just doing a little bit of stuff. Next, I'm gonna do claws and teeth. I think. Actually, no. Before we do claws and teeth, we're gonna do eyes. We're gonna give it some nice glowy orange eyes.
Red looked super spiffy in the photo that they put in Discord from their first day at work. Looking super awesome. And suits you, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely a suited and booted kind of job.
The suited, not in the kind of suit that you're thinking. Yeah. I keep catching this wire and it's very annoying. Give over, Streamloops. What are you doing? Since when did Streamloops start spamming me chat with things that don't even work? Go away. I don't want you spamming my chat.
They've decided that not enough people are buying Streamloops.
Yeah, but there's the links don't work anyway. It's pointless. Just ignore a naughty Streamloops bot being naughty. had the thing to do with the name thing on Discord. Still, oh yes, change your name. Still John the Templar. Just no numbers now, I assume. Definitely's changed their name as well to D with lots of dots. That's going to be very confusing. What was that? Oh, Panda's on fire again.
What?
Does that mean that Panda's leveled up? I can't remember what it was last time. I say this every single time, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I can't find the little thing now. Ugh. There it is. It takes far too long for brain to work today. It's melted, I think, over the last couple of days. So Pando is now level 48. Oh, that's definitely leveled up. I'm sure he was 47 before. We can't do anything about him until he gets to level 60, when we can change it to a orange headband. Ooh, steady on there. If anybody wants to have a change of Pando to any of the other panda creatures, then just shout.
What are the options?
Well, we all know what the options are. Just give us a shout and we will do a poll and see what people say. Oh look, there's a Lucario. You don't see Lucario very often. I'll try and catch Lucario now, halfway through a speech about Panda.
You'll have to use a good ball, because Lucario is a rare Pokemon, isn't it?
Is it?
Mm.
Probably ain't got a good ball now, really. Yes, I've made him a ghost now on accident. So if you want to see, then just let me know and we will do a poll about Panda. Otherwise, trash Panda he is. Hey, don't you be stealing my Lucario there, John. I can see you with your great ball. Oh, Methusus, it's my Lucario, go away.
What kind of ball did you use?
Ultra.
Oh, that should be alright.
Yeah, but I didn't put a space in it like Methusus has, so it might not have registered. It might just be a normal ball. It might just be throwing normal balls at it.
Keep my fingers crossed.
Let's all win it. Let's be nice. Let's all get a Lucario.
Yeah, what am I doing
That's
next?
what I would like to happen.
Oh yeah, because more than one person can catch.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I don't know what.
No. Managed to smudge paint all over my brush.
So,
Yes, my darling.
what you want did you say? I forgot.
So I'm going to do claws and teeth. Lucario's been caught by everyone.
Everyone!
Well done, everyone.
Apart from Tony.
Apart from Tony. Sorry,
Tony.
Tony.
Oh, and Connie. Oh, not everyone.
Yeah.
Let's just say I've got Lucario, John's got it, and Methusus has got it. Oh, you see, we use proper good balls. That's what it was. Proper good balls being lobbed about. What else you got to tell me then?
After the stream, we're going to order some stuff, aren't we?
Yeah.
So if anybody wants anything specific ordering up, we're going to be doing a little bit of ordering this evening.
We're doing Reaper and Green Stuff World because we haven't actually got an order in with Green Stuff World.
No.
So there's nothing on its way because we haven't done one.
Yeah.
Naughty us.
We need to sort that out.
Yep, that's right, your poor inferior balls. Yep, that's right, Tony. It's not your birthday anymore. No special treatment for you from the Pokemon community. I think it definitely knew, didn't it? You were definitely getting all of the Pokemon.
That's why I hydrate.
What, because it's a little wham? Got some
It's a bit warm. You're right. Well, let's mix a bit of that in with that.
Was I being told off for my use of the language there?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I said it's a bit wham, and you went, yes, it's a little warm.
Oh no, not intentionally, darling. No, not intentionally at all. Just making a right mess.
Nothing new there then.
No,
What?
not at all. So I've mixed a little bit of aged bone in with some black stallion to get dark colour for claws. Do a little bit more in there. Haven't made my mind up yet whether I'm going to do anything different to the wings to make them a little lighter in the middle. Quite like the colour that they are.
Do you know what I was just about to say once you'd finished? You know what I was just about to say?
Something about the colour of my wings?
No, I was just about to say, is Wicked D? Because I've not seen her.
Ah, and then she's here.
She went, hi guys!
Oh.
When, see, like she knew that I was thinking, I wonder where she is.
Ah.
And there she is.
Wicked D, I found orchid purple for you.
She knows.
Oh.
There was a whole conversation. It was very confusing earlier because Wicked D and I were talking on WhatsApp and in Discord, and I was getting a little bit confused
Oh,
because we were talking about different things in each section.
I get easily confused, which is why I only appear in Discord every once in a while, because too many.
You appear when I summon you.
Yeah, too many chat functions and things is too much for my little brain to cope with.
I summoned you earlier, didn't I, for Basing Question Channel?
Yeah. And Tony had dealt with it before I got there, really. So that was
Tony's awesome.
So that was good.
I hadn't realised at the time that you were trying to sort Costa out. I knew that you were back from your meeting with the accountants, so I knew not to ask you while you were there. But I didn't realise that the place was leaking and flooding and stuff. You haven't told everybody the actual funny part of the story. Did you not want to tell people the funny part of the story?
What's the funny part?
About when you had to open up the bit that's in the post room and what happened to the young lad.
Oh yeah, so one of the young lads.
Not our young lads, one of the.
Yeah, one of the plumber guys got poo on him. And was like,
no build up for that story then.
No.
Somebody got poo on him.
He got poo on him, and he was having a right fit. It was funny. Oh, I've got poo on me. I've got a proper actual poo on my leg. Looking all manly and stuff in front of the manageress from Costa.
Get the poo off me.
Yeah.
Bless his little cotton socks. Yeah, well that's what happens, Karadika, you have to play about in a sewer.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Well, I was just chuckling to myself about the guy. And then, so they'd got a towel. So the boss wasn't very happy with him at all. But they'd got a towel that they'd been using the other day to dry the pipework and stuff before they started gluing it and what have you together in this thing. And he'd left the towel that he'd been using, along with some lengths of pipe and some other stuff, in the bit that he'd boarded up.
I don't want a stinky towel in there, it'll go gross.
Yeah, so he'd left that in there as well. But then, so this towel's there and was on the thing, but when he got like the poo on him, he didn't reach for the towel to wipe it off. He picked up like some other rubbish that was on the floor. There was like a bit of wood and something else to scrape it off himself. He didn't go for the towel, like the soft towels, and utilise that. Just no, straight in there with like a stick to scrape his leg.
Is that why they're called poo sticks?
Maybe. Right, so claws and horns and things. Are they lighter at the tip or lighter at the base? Oh, I'm gonna have to sort that out.
Well, whenever I do a horn, I always do them darker at the base, but that's based on nothing than just That's how
That's what we're going for.
There's no actual research got into it.
That's what we're going for. Oh yes, yeah. Crocodiles. Oh, there was some manky looking spiders. Them like really spindly leggy ones with the little blob bodies.
Dark at tips for dark dragon. More contrasty. This is Karenika. No, he's done it the other way around.
Yeah.
Harvestman, yeah, that's all we get in our house, Karenika. We have thousands of those in our house. I don't know where they all come from, it's ridiculous.
They like it because it's warm.
They do, well, they like it because I don't dust very often.
Hoover every day.
I don't hoover every day, I just don't dust very often.
What's going on there? How have I managed to rub paint off in there?
What?
Oh, in the blob in the base.
The blob in the base?
Right in there. I don't know if you can see, like right in the middle of there. I've managed to somehow scuff some paint off right in the back of the.
That was silly.
That's.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, Pete. Pete.
Gizmo was chasing flies last night, but he didn't catch any.
Yeah, he was just hopping around, wasn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't got his technique down, Karenika. Not like your cats. He just every now and then whips his head round.
Just as a little pounce.
Very happy, this Shappy, you know.
Was he super grinny?
He's super grinny. He's happy with his loot.
He's got all the swag. What we got going on here? Bit of that on there.
Look at his smiley little face.
Them ones as well, so he matches.
That annoying beagle was at school again.
Oh, what, the one that attacks?
Yeah. So there's a lady with a beagle, and it doesn't like other dogs by the looks of it. And it went for Gizzy once, and I'm sure that the lady who owns it would say, "Oh no, he only wanted to play." Well, you're not playing my dog like that, thank you very much. and Gizzy wasn't very amused. And it was there again today. And the time that it came for Gizmo, she'd left it with her daughter, who couldn't handle it, and it had just dragged her down the street. And I know I've said this before. It was like a film. Everybody stopped. It was like in films where like a big dragon's coming down the road or a big tornado's coming, and everyone stops and stares. So everyone stopped and stared, and then people took action. So one woman swung her Silver Cross pram in between me, Gizmo, and this other dog, like, "I'll save you!" It was really bizarre. And the lollipop lady stopped all the traffic so we could get away, which I know is her job. But all the kids had already crossed. So she stopped and was like, come on, like, run! Anyway, it hasn't been there for a while. And it was there today, and I was like, oh, just stay up that end. You don't need to come near us. Just stay away. And they did, and I was like, yay, she stayed away. And she even tied it to the fence so that it couldn't drag her kid down the road.
Handy.
It's like, wow, well done, lady. Well done, lady. And then, once we'd all picked our kids up from school, because we don't go onto school grounds with the dog. Once we picked the kids up from school, she decided that what she really wanted to do was bring the dog over.
What?
Like, we've got the kids now, just smeg off. Why are you coming over here? And then obviously, Beagle's like, frothing at mouth and barking and having a go and dragging her on the lead. Gizmo's just like silent, like he always is, and I'm stood in front of him doing my protective mum bit. I've got the kid, and I think, why? Just go away. So I looked at her in a certain way, and because she just stood in front of us, letting her dog have a go at us, and then she moved along and stood at a different space. There was no need for that, stupid woman. There was no need. You need to just leave. There is room enough for all of us. I mean, Gizmo's quite chilled, you know. He'll bounce all over people and he's very excited, but he's quite chilled. But if he'd have been like a really nervous dog or really upset easily, that could have set him back a great deal. And it doesn't do anything for my heart. That's for sure.
Some people are just...
But because I'd seen her, because the first time I didn't know that this dog was like this, you see, the first time, so I hadn't prepared myself. But because I'd seen her, and I thought everything was alright, but I was still keeping an eye on it, I was prepared. So I was in mummy protecting stance, protecting the kids. I just thought, oh, just go away. There's a wild Pokemon in chat that looks like an apple that's slightly been dipped in caramel, and the Pokemon people have really run out of ideas.
Does anybody know, just a change of topic, does anybody know when the next series of The Witches is due on?
Soon, isn't it? It's either out now or very soon. Supposed to... Yeah. That's my reply, but I don't know for sure. July. See, that's soon, Tony. I was not quite as specific as you, but close. Tony says, Mills is an avid frog hunter. Ugh. She's never caught one, but it's funny when she propels herself in the air in a mock pounce. Our old dog, greyhound, used to catch frogs and eat them.
Yeah.
Used to try and stop him, but yeah.
Normally got there just as the leg was slopping in like spaghetti.
Yeah, because he knew I didn't like him, you see. He was protecting me from the evils. And I used to say, oh, don't do that, that's not going to do your tummy any good. Good boy, you keep protecting mummy. He used to pop balloons as well, because I don't like balloons. So if we'd had a party, say for Little Miss or whatever, and we'd had balloons, because somebody's evil and they'd brought balloons, he used to go around and pop them all, pounce on them all, and burst them. I think most dogs would hate that, with the noise and everything, but no, he absolutely loved it.
He was a good lad.
He was a strange dog. It looks like my skeleton's got sleeves in some parts, but not others, and I'm not really quite sure what sleeve and what bone.
Right, I think I'm going to use...
July's not soon, that's in summertime, it's not time for July yet. It's nearly July. It's nearly July.
That's good. It's alright, just talking to myself.
Would you like to expand and tell the rest of it?
I was just mixing a little bit of the colour that I've already mixed, so this colour, this purpley blue colour. Mixed a little bit of that in with some Nightmare Black to get a highlight colour for my scales. Because I don't want it to be too light, but I don't want it to be, I want it to be noticeably different, so.
I was just doing too many things at once, Tony, that's all it was. I'd had a quick look. I think I've archived the thread, haven't I? So when you said you'd done the thread, I thought, have I? Okay, well Tony says I have, so that will be correct. But you know, when you're doing other things, and then I just didn't understand. I mean, I could easily make another channel if they wanted, but yeah, I think it's best if we leave it up to Definitely who's organising it, and then, you know, like you say, that they know what they want then.
What's this for?
For the reveal, for the...
Ah, right, okay.
So definitely says that the thread's alright. So if the thread's alright for definitely, then the thread's alright. Never really used threads, have we? I hope it doesn't disappear. Like,
I don't know what a thread is.
it's a section in Discord. So I hope it doesn't, we're halfway through posting it, then it just goes, nope, not there anymore. I think as long as you're still using it, it stays, doesn't it? I think that's how it works. Can you come into the... So, in Discord, my darling, there are different channels.
Yeah.
Which you've seen, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then as part of a channel, you can have a thread with these like a little side part, a little chat.
Right.
That's kind of connected to that main channel, but is off to the side.
Ah, right.
So to make it easier for emote voting, so when we go, oh, I think so-and-so has painted that.
Right.
We're going to have a thread with all the pictures in, so people are going to put all their pictures in, and then the main chat can be like chatting about it, but then the pictures and the emotes to vote won't get lost.
Right.
But me and Tony were discussing it earlier, because Definitely had asked if last time did we have a separate channel, and because I'd archived it, I couldn't see it straight away. And then Tony was like, oh no, we did, because Tony can remember. And then we were chatting backwards and forwards about it.
Right.
While we were eating tea.
I see.
So you haven't missed anything.
No.
But like I said, we're going to wait for Definitely and the Druid's Apprentice to say everybody's got it, we're all set to go, and then we can look at all the awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Because it's so awesome.
I can't remember the ones that you and I have painted. Can't remember what they look like.
Don't go saying it out loud anyway, even if you can. Oh yeah, I can remember yours.
Can you?
Yeah. You didn't take a picture though.
Oh no, I didn't.
No. That's why I said it out loud and everything. Because I knew you hadn't taken a picture.
Yeah.
So the person that has received it, obviously, will take a picture and pop it in this thread, and then we can all go, ooh, so-and-so's done that, or ooh, I wonder if so-and-so's painted that. I'm very excited to see everybody's. I'm always excited. I'm always excited to see what we've got and to see everybody else's. It's all good fun.
It's awesome. It's fantastic. We've got such a nice community of people that
It is.
do cool stuff like this.
And it's wonderful of Definitely and Druid's Apprentice to organise it all for us, because we don't really have time, do we?
Yeah.
So it's very, very kind of them to arrange it all and sort it all out. So we've got Goblin Inspiration. Don't know why I said that, because Hamish hasn't been doing that for a little while. We've got Great Brush Off and Summer Solstice this month. Exciting!
Yeah, it's super exciting.
And then obviously I'll check with everybody once we've all got pictures in and everything. Check with everybody, make sure everybody's alright, and then I'll do a video of them all together so that we can see all of the miniatures painted up together. I think most people who've taken part are happy for that kind of thing, because we all do brush off and all that. I will just double check. I don't think we've had anybody new joining.
Saw a couple of bits that needed touching up.
I don't know if I like that red. Oh, that's the wrong button. I don't know if I like that red. It's supposed to be a bandana, but I don't think it really works. I suppose if I gave him red trousers, perhaps. Perhaps. Or I could do it blue and give him a red shirt. Don't know. Might do it blue. What do we think? What do we think to the bandana-y thing around his head?
I think it looks really cool. I like it.
Red?
Yeah, I think it looks really good with the gold.
Not Christmassy. We don't want to be verging into Christmassy.
Do you know what I've forgotten? It's fine, because I won't be using it anyway today. Forgot to bring some metallic speed paint home.
Oh, right, we've got time for that.
Yeah, I've nearly finished my dragon. I'll be able to try him out. Keen to try some.
I don't know.
Keen to try some metallic speed paints. Can't get my head around how that's going to work. Once the original painters are fessed up, I have another finished project to share. It just has some similar stuff going on, so it'd be a bit of a giveaway if I post it now. Yes, Tony?
I think everything that I paint's a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, I think, and I said to you, didn't I, that I think that my recipient's going to recognise my style of painting straight away.
Same here. But, you know, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. I'm terrible at guessing people. Absolutely appalling.
Who got most right last time? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know, but I did. It'll be on the end of the video that I made, because I did, like, tally it up.
Yeah, worked it all out.
And my tiny little brain did its best to work it out.
Is there a solid lump in the end of my dry brush? It needs fully smothering in there.
In my hand sanitizer.
In the hand sanitizer.
Yes,
We'll
Sharon. I have no. Sharon got the most. Super sleuth. Well, I'll have to go back and watch the video again, because that's always good. Watch the videos. Watch the videos.
Sharon says she's got no idea.
Oh yeah, because Sharon's opened. I don't know. Soon we'll all be able to go, I don't know, get mine.
Right, where's me greens? I need some of my Militarum green, I think it is. Wherever I put it. Oh, it's there. Creed camo.
It's got Militarum.
No. It's one of the ones that I wanted.
Yes, Tony, yes. It's planned. We've just got to do the ordering and stuff, and yes. I don't know when I'll be able to get it done for. I mean, I say things like, oh, you know, I don't know when I'll be able to get it finished for, but it's not like I do much editing, is it? You know? It's just, here's some clips and stick them together. Not like other people where they spend hours in their editing suite. It's like, no, I have a phone and my finger slides backwards and forwards, and that's all that happens.
Mrs MLG sent me a link to a video this morning.
I did.
And when I was watching it, while I was waiting for the lads to get to work this morning,
Yes.
It made me chuckle actually, because the person on the video said when you watch his YouTube videos, he never really makes mistakes because he spends hours and retaking and reshooting things that he's said to make sure that he gets it right and stuff. And I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, we do one take and that'll do, because we've got another million things to do. I think that's probably quite evident with our videos. Most of them are us holding our phone at our arm's length, yakking. I didn't send it you for that anyway. I know. Yeah, that wasn't the bit that I thought you might find interesting.
No, I know. Oh, that's better. This had Militarum green. I very rarely use this contrast paint, and it had a thick layer of white in the bottom because it had all separated. So I've just smushed it up with this old brush, this horror brush, as we have come to refer to them. Just giving it a good splosh around in the bottom to get it properly agitated. Yeah, I was looking at accessories the other day to try and find something that would help me do a better job of filming when I do like little videos at the shop and what have you. Because the camera on my new phone is awesome. However, the camera that faces you when you're looking at the screen is poop.
Very poop. I don't know if you've noticed that Mr MLG's videos are blurry now and grainy and rubbish, even though his phone is a million times better than mine. His front camera is appalling.
Yeah. So I was hoping that I could find a small screen that would plug into the phone that I could kind of hold. Just only needs to be something small, just a couple of inches in size, that would give me visibility of what I was filming, but then I could use the back camera on the phone, which is awesome, to film the videos. But I can't find something.
It's like my solar lights. The things that we want don't exist. We need an inventor. Come on, inventors. I want a solar light that the solar panel is here, and that's charging, and the wire, and then a light, and it's just on from the power from the solar panel. Not that it comes on at night. Just the power that it's getting the sun now is making the light work right this second. Because I forgot that that's not how solar lights work, and I purchased a solar light that I wanted to use in a dark section of the shop, so just a little bit of a light without having to get the boys to switch it on and off, because I know they won't, because they'll forget. And I forgot that actually solar lights don't work like that. They light up in the dark. Well, the shop's shut in the dark, so that's no help. So I want a solar light that just uses the power of the sun to light its little bulb now during the day, and a little tiny camera, a little tiny screen that plugs into your USB at the bottom of your phone, so that you can see, facing you, what's being recorded. Like old-fashioned video recorders where you could flip the screen round and you could see. But these things that we want don't exist.
Yeah, I would have thought that a selfie screen would have existed by now.
Well, I think it's a niche market though, isn't it? Sounds like you need a phone holder for your head. No, it needs to see what's on the screen, you dafty bum. Hold it in his hand and see. He needs to use his back camera, because the front camera on his phone is hideous. But he can't film himself without being able to see himself for some reason. He finds it difficult to know that he's actually in shot when he can't see it, because he's waving it around and he's doing whatever. So he needs a little screen that plugs in to show you what you are recording when your phone screen is facing the opposite way. They don't exist, and neither does my light. And I just want a tiny little light in my dark cupboard. Now I'm grumpy because I've done work. We were thinking we might be able to trick it, so trick the sensor into thinking that it's dark, but I don't know how. And also,
I haven't had a look yet.
I know. And also, I don't know if it would not charge, because obviously they're designed to charge up, aren't they? And then come on using the charge. I don't know if it wouldn't work because it wouldn't be charged. So sulking is now what's happening.
We'll have to get custom. We'll have to figure out what the part is. Use my engineering know-hows.
For what?
To see if I can figure out how to make the switch part of it remote. Because we need the switch separate to the chargy bit, don't we? Is what you're saying. I might be able to do it, but until I look at it, I don't know.
The thing is, it was just a bit of fun. It wasn't that important. It wasn't that important that it was going to take up time.
No.
So I thought, I'll just get these solar lights and that'll do, and it'll be like, it's just a bit of a laugh. But now it's going to be like Project X.
Yeah, and we've already got one of those on. I've been and picked the bits up today.
What?
All the other stuff that we ordered the other night.
Oh yes, that might be fun. I bet it's not. I bet it turns into not fun. We're hoping to do something with the window in the shop, because we have these massive windows, but unfortunately the sun just bleaches anything that we put in there. And nobody can see inside, because the shop always looks shut, because it always looks so dark, despite the fact that we've got a million lights on. So it's not, so we want to do something with the windows to make them more appealing and to make people come and have a look and stop wasting the opportunity of these big windows. Of course, there is the small fact that me and Mr MLG will have to do whatever it is ourselves to save as much money as possible, and the fact that we don't really have much creativity between us, so anything could happen really. But there is an idea, but we'll see what happens, I think is what we're going to say about that one. I'll paint the whole window pink, Pete. That'd look like next door then. It'd look like the sweet shop if we painted it all pink.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I think this is looking okay. A bit of green stippled on here in places. You weren't asking about stippling brushes earlier on, were you?
Well, the customer was, not me personally.
Ah, okay.
I thought about the stippling brush when I was doing the wolf in that denim type colour, and when I was doing the terrain for whatever it's called, Shatterpoint.
Yeah.
But then I poked about in my brush jar and thought, no, I ain't got it that looks like that, I'll just do something else.
Push a bit of that in there.
LED rope lights twisted around the front pillars. Switch them onto flashing mode when you're open. What, the pillars outside? Someone would nick them.
Thank you, Moist Bake.
That's very kind
and,
of you.
And very cool username.
You got a soggy bottom, because that's like
maybe, yeah.
That's the bakey thing that I don't watch. You mean outside, Wicked D? Someone would steal them, you know they would. You live round here too. And also, that goes back to my original issue that I have, which means relying on the staff to switch them off. Which is why I thought solar would just be easier, because then they don't have to switch anything else off. We're going to try something to see if it's a different type of light, to see if it makes it look like we're open. And if that doesn't work, then it's just tough. I mean, there's two massive, great big A boards outside. When it's some of the doors open, so that's a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah. I just thought of something else. So the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the canopies out more. Now today, Reese had put the canopies out when it was raining to try and sort of give people a place to shelter, I presume, because they weren't out earlier. Anyway, so the guy who'd done the plumbing work next door was waiting for his boss to come back and get him. And we put the canopies in, and then he moved just before a wall of water came off the top of the canopy, and I hadn't even thought that there would be that much standing water up there, but it was just like...
It rained a lot.
Yeah, I know, but they're slopey. And it only just missed him. It was hilarious.
You're big meanies. A timer switch, yeah. The other thing, reason for me wanting Solo Red is because I'm tight and I didn't want to pay for electric. We had a timer switch when we used to have the train running.
Yeah, and it contributed to the controller burning out.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Which is why the train doesn't run anymore. Which is another window that we need to sort out, because that train set looks appalling now.
Yeah.
It's had its day. So in other words, Mr MLG aimed for the dude, stood on. He did, didn't he? I believe so too. Like, quick, get him in now! Someone stood underneath it.
So
I can't remember where I used to work, but we had canopies, or the next door shop, or somebody had canopies near where I used to work, and they used to have to get a broom and poke underneath so that the water came off. And I swear they used to wait until people walked past.
Oh, thank you very much, Moist
Very
Fate. That
kind
is
of you.
very, very kind. Right, so here is my. I can't really hold it far enough away from the camera for you to get a
I'm going out.
thing. We'll have to take some photographs because I think that the green that I've splodged into the base is still a bit wet.
If you move it towards your belly. There you go.
It's still a bit wet, so it's looking a bit slick. But I think that looks pretty cool. So we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. But I'm pretty happy with that.
Another
Just
turtle
finished
made
just
it
in
to the
time.
water.
Oh, red saving turtles again.
Yeah, so dragon, pretty much complete, I think. Quite happy with my little self. I've finished. Oh, I might stick a couple of tufts in there, but and
Oh, we could do copying your efforts.
we've got a restock of tiny tufts. We haven't
Yes.
got loads,
Somebody told
but
me that.
we haven't got loads, but we have got some. So I've brought some dark
You've
moss
stolen some.
tiny
Oh,
tufts,
who
home,
was it-
which
who
are
was
my
it?
favourite.
Who was it that wanted to see? I think it might have been Jay, and Jay's not in here. Somebody wanted in the Discord to see the differences in sizes and stuff.
All right.
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. So 2 mil tufts are that big.
Yeah, you might have to take out the shiny packet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The dark moss ones look like leopard print. Yeah, dark moss are the best. They're
Yeah,
my
these
favourite.
are my favourite.
Definitely was it clinic? I'll have to take some pictures, won't I?
Yeah.
Thank you, Karen.
So these are 2 mil tufts, and these are tiny tufts over on this side. And tiny tufts, dark moss, are definitely my favourite. Although it says tiny. Oh, actually, it says tiny moss 2mm, but they're definitely smaller, I think, than these. These are bigger blobs. But I like the coloration of these. These are my go-to, and we'd run out. And then I also, while I was looking, spotted these alien turquoise, which I think are far cooler looking than the blue that I've put on these Space Marines here. So I might redo the tufts on these Space Marines. That sounded like something breaking. So these Space Marines that I've done, I might pull these tufts off and use these turquoise ones because I think they look really cool. So tomorrow night, I shall be working on my Mordheim warband and also some Space Marine. Wherever they are, silver Space Marines. Silver Space Marines, and a little bit of basing on some Mordheim figures. That's tomorrow night's stream. There we go. Asmo wanted to see a piece with a mix of different types from different manufacturers. I told him he'd have to wait for a small time for a demo from me, says Tony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got a bunch, haven't we, but of different tufts in the cupboard.
Yeah.
What I do need to do, and that's another long-term thing, is I need to prepare. I need to prepare some moulded bases. So I've got a whole load of 32mm Space Marine bases that are like pre-textured, and my plan is to do, I don't know, loads of those bases. And use all the contrast paints and the super washes and some of the speed paint stuff and what have you to have a colour chart for what they all look like for on the wall, so I know what colour I'm painting things. I think that's going to be very helpful. That's one of my long-term projects. I've got them at the shop. I just need to actually get my act together and do it.
Right then.
Oh, it's time.
Yes, it was time a while ago, but you hadn't stopped talking, so I interrupted you.
Sorry, darling. Sorry.
Thank you all for being here. You are absolutely amazing. Join Mr MLG again tomorrow from 8 o'clock. Thank you so much. Thanks, Quiet Boy. Thank you for the follow and the subscribe. It's really nice of you. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the Discord. Bye.
Bye.